That's the move that made LeBron cry.
Hold on. Little did they know, I'm an absolute fucking unit on the court. That was the move that made LeBron cry.
Exact. What? No.
Can we kill this guy?
Can we bludgeon him to death with blunt baseball bats?
You know, I'm just sitting here. I'm like doing my best to be a nice guy and just.
Hey, I did not do that. I didn't do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If you didn't do it, why did you say sorry?
It's in case.
Here, do you want your wait, base? Do you want your 2 kidneys back?
My 2 kid. Oh God, why am I
Yeah,
sitting
look,
not
here.
on the?
Here's your kidneys.
Oh. These are my kidneys.
Yeah.
Jesus. So
They're
what?
big, huh?
Let's talk about this. What has changed? What has happened since the last time we had our podcast?
Schnitz.
Well, a lot.
We played with each other a lot.
So
Yeah.
much that I simply cannot name one.
So in my first podcast with KCal, that was before Ratchet left the server. And
I was
then-
your first podcast, but okay.
Yeah. No, it was yours. It was yours. My God. Because yours. Yeah. Okay. The second one was KCal. God damn it. I'm sorry, gaming. You were my first podcast. It's kind of funny to think how. I said this yesterday. How formal and how nice we were, and I'm looking forward to the times I'm gonna have on this server. And like, it's different now. You have
Fuck you. Fuck you and your fucking suit. You fucking. I'm sorry.
You're wearing a suit too, dude.
Yo,
Both
why
of
are
y'all
you?
are.
Wait, take off. Wait, hold up.
Where'd he go?
You left this.
You left the server. It didn't show the leave message.
You said you were in a suit, but I just
Leave
fucking
message.
left.
God damn. So what did you
Yeah.
So let's see. So we Ratchet left, Local Lena left, and then recently we had Schnitzleave. Yeah, it's been interesting. This whole tell me about. Okay, so you've been playing on the server. Both of you have been playing on the server for what, 3-4 months now, since Spawn 5. Yeah, since this all started. Jesus.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Has it been good? I mean, it's been good and bad. I know we've had drama, but I mean,
Mostly good. Mostly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is the podcast starting now?
No. I'm not. Yeah,
I was actually-
I started recording a long time ago, actually.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. We've been.
Oh, no.
No, you're good.
I'm gonna-
No, I started
uh-oh.
talking. I started this after everyone kind of settled in. And yeah. When you did your first podcast, you didn't have the suit, did you?
No, I did not.
Yeah. It was just the head and. Who made your suit for you?
Mr. User over here.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Right on. Right on. So okay. Huh. We did a lot of events. Do you have any you can remember that in particular that you thought of that when you think of a Trimbo event, is there anything that you can go back and go, that's an event that was fun?
The first
last
ever
couple of months.
PvP arena thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember building that in early November just for the hell of it, and KCal getting mad at me because I made it and creative.
Oh yeah, that's typical, but
Yeah. I feel like during September and October was like a peak period for Trimbo, because and then when November rolled around, you guys became admins, and then November rolled around, and then I started because you guys became admins through the debate thing, and it was all just for fun because both of you were going to become an admin. So we just voted, and then the next week the other person became an admin.
yeah.
But then it was where it was actually serious when it was GV and Timmer, and I
God, that was
think
Timber?
not Timmer, GV and Trickster. I think that is when the server because that's when KCal kind of quit playing.
Started
He was
playing,
he was pretty active before then. And I feel like it just kind of caused a rift in the server because I mean your whole group interacted with each other a lot more. I feel like before that happened. I mean, you remember Trickster's little that video that he made in the beginning of those debates? Like that was funny.
That was hilarious.
I
That was-
legitimately like that.
That was comedy.
God. That was good, and that made it seem like the debates were like not that. And if GV kind of came out and made a video kind of contradicting it, or he did something, you know, and it was also on the same level, like, might have kept it the peace. But I feel like GV just didn't really interact with that debate until the end, because I feel like everyone shit on GV a little bit more than they should have in the beginning. That's just me. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that election was
Awful.
horrible. It was bad. It was bad.
It was such
It sucked. The questions were horrible. The fucking people were horrible. And no, I'm just kidding.
Everything. Well, no, just everything sucked about it, and that is. I mean, that's never gonna happen again. We're never gonna do anything like that.
Oh.
Every time I'm gonna make an admin or whatever, it's just from a promotion. Like I'll just make them. I won't even ask. It's my server. I used to ask you guys, should I promote this person? I don't know. Like, are they good? All right, I'm promoting them. Like, I would go to you for approval. But I think those times.
Yeah,
are
now you
gone.
fucking hate us.
No, I just need to. I need to take more control over my servers. Is the point, and I need to instill less trust.
Here's the thing. You still need to hear the opinions of your admins and everything.
Of course I do.
Because if you don't, then the server's gonna die fast.
I'll listen to your opinions, but it's my call whether I want to do anything about. Like, if you tell me you want to do something, and I'm like, I don't really want to do that, and it's like that's it, Like, I mean, if you don't like it, that's I don't know what to tell you, It's like what happened with Schnitz when he wanted to have he wanted to have complete control over the server, and he didn't get that. So, I mean, he left.
Yeah. It's just, we've lost so many players ever since the first podcast. We lose players every day, but I mean, like,
we lost major players. Yeah, we lost Ratchet, Loco, and Schnitz.
And almost K-Cow.
Well, here's the thing. Like, Ratchet, Loco, Schnitz, and Josh is who left. And the last Ratchet and Loco, they just didn't like the environment of the server in general, and that's what they. I mean, that's just what they said. And Schnitz, I mean,
Josh, like, I mean, Josh. I mean, there's a chance that he'll come back. Why do you immediately assume that he's immediately going to leave? Like, I mean,
I didn't. Yesterday, honestly, when you and I spoke about it, I was under the assumption that he probably would come back. I was pissed off that this happened, but I was under the assumption that he would come back to Trimbo. And then you told me that he probably wouldn't come back to Trimbo, which
I said probably.
I know.
That doesn't
That's
mean
what I
it's
just said.
100%.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'd like him to come back. I'd like Schnitz to come back. I mean, but I like with Schnitz. I mean, when he comes back, like, let's say he comes back and he hangs out for a little while, and I give him some sort of authority. He's never going to have anything like he had before. No. He's not going to, like, I mean, maybe he goes back to being an operator. He will not have complete access to the server. He's going to have to ask me for a password every time he logs in. But I like Schnitz. I like having him on the server.
I feel like why Schnitz left was purely because he didn't have enough power.
Well, no. Okay, so I led this. So I coined a term that I called oprot, and it's you'll leave a server for a huge amount of reasons. Like I'll leave because I don't like the way it's being managed, or I don't like the owner, I don't like the community, or whatever reasons there are. Those are reasons. But the thing is you a lot of times you set aside those reasons because you like the server. It's a new thing, and you're like, this is fun. There's all this new stuff you can. There's community. There's people you can talk to. There's new stuff you can do. It's a new thing. When that feeling goes away, and you don't really have a reason. Like, okay, so let's say, like you're an inspector, right? The next step for you would be like a moderator. So you get on the server, you've already built your house and everything, that's all set, like, so what do? You communicate with people and become more part of the server so you can get to be a moderator. So you have a reason to get on the server. You want to continue growing, going up on the food chain. But let's say you get to the top, right? Like, you're done. There's nowhere that I'm the top. Like, you can't go past the owner,
Yeah.
And like, you get on the server, like you're one of the top guys. Like, that's great, And for the first couple of months, you might be having a great time, but after a while, it becomes monotonous. It becomes almost a job, And it's not even your server. You're dealing with someone else, someone else's server. You're working on someone else's server. And so I guess, you kind of cling on to whatever power that you do have. And on a server that you're already bored with, that you don't really like, honestly, did Schnitz play Minecraft anymore? I don't think he does. Like, I don't play Minecraft anymore. Like, if I was in Schnitz's position, personally, I would have probably been like, well, if you're going to do that, I don't really want to be your plugins guy. Well, not even then, because I'm not that. Him and I think differently. But I do see where he's coming from, because I get being bored with the server, and when you take away that one little thing that you actually enjoyed, which was having control over the server, you're like, what's the point of getting on? Like, you're bored. Like, I have no reason to do this anymore. And so I get it, and that's what happened with I think sort of what happened with Ratchet, because I remember him getting on literally every single day, and he would be on for hours. Even before he left, he was on all the time. And then one day he was like, I'm taking a break from Trimbo, and then nothing. And I was like, it's a good thing you're taking a break, because I'm sure you're getting really dried out from this. You're burning out. It sucks. I think that happens with everybody. You just get to the point where you're just bored, and you have creative, and so the game is spoiled for you.
Yeah.
So you can't really, and Yowzers, when you were talking about, I just want to have fun playing Minecraft, yesterday. Like, a lot of admins have that problem. They don't enjoy the server anymore. I look at it much differently, because, I'm the owner, yeah, but this isn't necessarily fun. It's not. I don't play on this because it's fun. I don't manage it. I do it. Well, partially it's fun, yeah, but it's Trimbo is my baby. I created this community. I felt like I started the fire that made this community. So it's more like I have to take care of this precious thing that all these other people find precious, that have fun with. So in a way, I kind of feel responsible for that, but at the same time, I enjoy that responsibility. So, op rot.
Like, I see where you're coming from there, but even then, like, Schnitz is, I don't care what you say, Yoy, but he is power hungry.
Actually, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think he's the kind of I think he's the kind of person that wouldn't really make something themselves, but rather get something from someone else and become part of it.
Here's
like,
the
a
thing.
huge part of it.
All of that is completely fine. And here, I don't think he's totally power hungry, because, like I said, him leaving isn't necessarily like to say he left because he got power taken away from him. As a generalized statement, would not necessarily be correct. He got power taken away from him, and he quit being an operator on the server. That was an automatic thing. There was no negotiation between him and I. I think he wanted to go into that with some sort of negotiation. He wanted me to start it off. That's why he started off by saying that he was quitting and not coming back. So I could go, whoa, why? And like, okay, well, let's negotiate.
Yeah.
Because I 100% would, if he just, like, all he needs to do is say, hey, I need to get into the server to mess with some plugins because this thing is happening, then I'll send you the password. Boom. Easy peasy, Oh, it happened at 3 a.m.? Well, I guess we can deal with that. Is that enough of a reason to quit? Personally, I don't think so. I think that was an overreaction. I think that's an overreaction.
Yeah.
But like I said, every person that left, I think had something to do with that boredom, because you're not having fun on the server anymore. So you come up with other reasons to leave, you know? Like, it could be the smallest thing, and it'll set you off. You'll say, like, I hate this. This thing always happens. I'm not on the server anymore. Bye. You know, when in reality, you were just bored. But, you know, when the boredom comes in, you look at all the other things that piss you off, and you go, that's the reason why I'm leaving. That's the reason why I'm leaving. Well, is it really though? Like, I mean, yeah, that's something that needs to have its attention brought to. But I think leaving the server because of that, if you're a huge part of the server, that's an overreaction. If you're bored with the server and and that's a problem, yeah, I can understand. Like, you can bring it to my attention and I can look at it. So, like I said, I think oprot plays a role in why people leave the server. I mean, yeah, like other reasons, of course. You know, me not paying attention to something, or like I have 100%. Like, this has been said every time something like this happens. I am the root cause of people leaving. I mean, I own the server. Like, I can change all aspects. But another thing is, I'm not going to do something like if somebody wants something to happen, right? And I say no when they leave the server. Technically, they left because of something I did. But if that thing that they wanted wasn't something that I wanted, I mean, I can't really do anything, you know, like who's really at fault here? I don't know. Like, I've been the one talking a lot in the last 20 minutes.
The fact that you say that you are the reason why people are leaving is incorrect, first off, because
the sole reason,
Ratchet and Local left because of Yowzers and I, and they didn't like our energy, so
I don't think
it wasn't because of you at all.
Okay, dude. Let's what I just said. Like, yeah, they might have used you as a reason to leave, and they might not have liked you. But if they liked the server as much as they did when they were, you know, they're what they consider a golden age, or what they consider the good times, and you guys popped up during that time, I doubt they would have left. I doubt that they would use you guys as a reason to leave the server. 100%, I believe them being bored with the server or unhappy with other aspects of the server probably had a lot more to do with them leaving, and the fact that they had another place to go. Something brand new. You know? I don't think just saying they left because of you two joining the server that's not true at all. They left because they were bored, and it comes down to, well, me, because I host the server and I have that power. Now, here's the thing: is, you know, it's okay for that to be me being the root cause. I can't do everything. I can't please everybody. You know, if you don't like the server for some reason or another, and yeah, I can't. A lot of times I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from now, I guess, but it's just, I don't know.
You don't need to take it personally, man. Like, I know you two both did, and I was gonna say this too. Like, both of you have you have a lot of energy. Both of you do.
It's true. I mean, I would say I did take it personally, but not that much, because mainly because Ratchet, I didn't know who Ratchet was, and same with Localana. I didn't know like them for years or that kind of stuff, so I felt.
I didn't appreciate their shit talking as well on that server. That's why I dipped out of there. Them talking about the stuff that they said about Trimbo kind of pissed me off. I was just like, you know what? Getting out. Like, Ratchet, everything he said was, I didn't like the energy. I just didn't mesh with that. Fine. That's great. But the stuff that other players were saying that we won't mention in this podcast pissed me off a lot. You know?
There was one thing that really pissed me off on that server.
Yeah.
And it was the fact that Schnitz got, I think, kicked or banned. I don't know, but
he got kicked by Ratchet.
Why?
He was following Ratchet around doing something. He was messing around with him, and he just kicked him and was Discord like, server. "Go mess around on Trimbo."
No, on the Discord server. That's what I mean.
On the Discord,
Because-
on their Discord server.
Yeah.
Really?
He got banned. He got banned. I think he got either banned or kicked
Just out of
as
nowhere?
soon as just out of nowhere. And I think the reason why is because well, he I don't know how to say this, but basically they only needed him to be as a plugins guy,
Yeah.
really. And as soon as his job was done, they immediately
That's
banned him.
kinda fucked.
They didn't say anything at all. They didn't say like, oh, we're going to ban you and stuff like that.
Here's the thing:
Nothing.
here's what I noticed. Everyone on that server, that was a part of Trimbo is no longer on Trimbo anymore. And
Yep.
do we know anyone on this server now that's still a part of that server besides T?
Nope.
Yeah.
T, okay, don't get me wrong. T is a really nice person, but sometimes she's a little too nice.
Oh, like I've never heard T. Well, I'll talk to when we do a podcast again. I'll talk to her because her and I like T, but she can be too nice sometimes. I agree with
Yeah,
that.
I like her too, but she is way too nice, and that is why she's staying on that server and defending them all the time. She's just too nice.
Yeah, so she came to me and she talked to me about one of the players that left and the reasons why they left, and the thing is, you know,
Yeah, she came to me about that too.
And you know, the fact of the matter is I didn't handle that situation correctly. But I mean, here's the thing. So I agree with T on a couple of things in regards to that situation, but not everything. Not everything.
Yeah.
I don't agree with T on everything. And that I don't know, because and I feel like sometimes when I come to T and I say, well, I think this is different information, like that's not going to work for her, you know, like if she already has her mind set, you know, like you can't come and say, here's something else, here's what about this thing, you know, like here, well, like she'll say something about, she might say something that is going on with her or the server, and I'd be like, well, actually the server is doing okay, and she'd be like, well, my network and my computers do just fine, and I'd be like, okay, well, I don't know what to tell you, you know, like, and then I think to myself, and I'm like, you know, I don't know. I have a lot of problems too. You know, I'm kind of I can be arrogant sometimes, I guess.
Oh, we know.
Yeah. I
Oh.
can here's the thing, like a lot of times you'll come to me with a problem and I'm just not like, yeah, or I'll be doing something else and I can't deal with it in that moment. It's not me disregarding you. Like I don't think that your opinions are like lower than anyone else's until you blow up about it and then you rag it on or for a long time. That's when I quit taking you seriously. But
Yeah.
if you come to me,
No, no.
if you come to me with a problem, you know, and you just say, here's my problem, I don't like this. Okay, well, like, if I'm in the place to look at that, then I will, you know. But let's say I do something small, like change a color on like the color of your name on Discord, and then I get a goddamn novel about all these issues on the server. That's when I start to take you less seriously, when that happens. You get the opposite effect happens. I think, like when you're driving, right, and you see a little, like you're in the middle of the plains somewhere and you see a hill, a little mole hill, like a hill that a mole dug, right, and you call that a mountain, I'm not going to take your words seriously later when you tell me something crazy happened, because you just said that little hill was a whole mountain. You understand what I'm saying here?
I know what you mean, but
Yeah.
even then, I think of myself, or I'd like to think of myself as a nice person.
Oh yeah, you are. You know, gaming, I will say this: you are fantastic. Every time you've come to me with a problem, you're like, you might be angry about it, but you just get to the point, and then you say what you have to say, and that's it.
Yeah, but like sometimes I am generally a nice person, I guess. But
sometimes you're generally a nice person.
put the fucking foot down.
I know you do, dude.
I don't bullshit with anybody.
You get
and if
angry.
they piss me off, I just say it right to their face. I don't hold back at all.
But you're like a bomb, you know. It's one explosion and that's it. It's over. You know, it's not like a burning smolder that just kind of stays there for days and weeks. Which I don't think, you know. I mean, I here's the fucking thing though. Like, I have that problem. You know, like if something. I mean, as I've gotten older, it's kind of gone away. I remember, especially when I was, you know, I mean, when I was younger, if something came to me that I didn't, you know, like if like for example with Yowzers with the chair, you know, like I know that feeling when you just want a small thing. I want that thing to be there like that. Well, no, you don't get that power. You don't get that. You want to go and you just want to do something because you want just that. There's no reason for me not to have that thing. I want it. Give me that. I have that same goddamn issue. Like, I just want that. That's why I own my own server, dude. Because I can't be in a position like you guys. I can't be told that I have to do another thing. Because then I start annoying them until I get what I want. I become that guy that no one likes, you know. And so I get where you're coming from when someone does that, you know, when I like with the chair thing, you know, when you wanted it in the middle and I was like, no, I like it here. Here's the thing, man, it when you tell me something, it takes me a minute to agree with it. Like, Yowzers, when you told me about the login, you want to be able to get rid of your keep inventory thing, and what's it called? What else was it? Keep inventory and something else that you wanted.
Login.
No, it was no. I just wanted to disable some admin perms.
Like what? Like what were they?
One of the main things was keep inventory. That's
yeah. You know,
no, that was the only thing.
When you first told me that, I like I said, I can be arrogant, so I didn't take it very seriously. But then it stuck with me. I was thinking about it. I was like, you know, you have keep inventory when you're in creative mode, and when you die, like it's you don't die in creative mode anyway. So I thought about it. I was like, you know, that's kind of a good idea. Maybe I'll take that off, and then you did it, and yeah.
Yeah.
So it did stick with me.
Sometimes though, I do have a few chain reactions, and it sticks with me for a while. But most of the times, it's just straight to the point. No bullshit. No filter. Like some players, when they join the BC, I think you guys know who I'm talking about. It's just. I don't give a
When you hear them, you're like, God, I don't want to be on the voice chat with this guy. Can you just leave?
Yeah. Whatever.
I've been there. I mean, there are some players that I legitimately don't like, 100%. But I'm not going to tell anybody that. You know, I'm not going to tell them who they are. I'll have full-on conversations with them. You know, and I'll but I'm not going to tell you that I don't like you.
Me.
You and I played the Halo series together, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, but he called you a netcode having motherfucker.
No, you know, he called me that.
Yeah.
You guys can swear here, you know that, right? Like we can say shit.
I know.
Fuck.
Well, I mean, I personally don't swear.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a Christian server.
It's a Christian server.
I will firebomb your house if you don't shut the fuck up. Alright.
I don't think. Oh, I disabled Timmer's mic, so we can't hear anything he's saying. At least on my end. Like I can't. Like if he was talking, because I was like, I'll just, yeah.
Where's the
No offense, Timmer. Like I love you, man.
Timmer can't talk.
Oh, he can. He just can't hear him. You can talk to everyone else on the thing.
Right now he's like making very, very racist slurs. He's being very racist against you.
Said you.
He said
he's a white guy, just like I am.
No, he said you suck at Mario Kart, dude.
I probably do. I was a Diddy Kong Racing kid growing up, so.
He literally said he hopes you drown in a bowl of cereal.
I believe that. I heard him saying that earlier. I hope he drowns. I hope he drowns in I hope he, like, with no milk. Just cereal, no milk.
I hope you choke on a ham sandwich.
Shit. We got Spawn 6 going on here in a little while.
Yeah.
A few days. Or maybe a couple of weeks. It might be a couple of months. We'll see. Could be next week. Could be on Monday.
If it is, I will just go there early.
I will. When Spawn 6 starts, I'll probably be on the server more often.
Everyone says that. I'm scared for that because when Spawn 6, I'm not telling anyone when Spawn 6 starts. It's just gonna start. No one's gonna know. It'll probably be on midnight. It'll probably be at midnight my time.
You're pulling a Sega. So basically, you're pulling a Sega, where they decided to release a console without building up any hype, and that's how they died. That's how the company died.
Really?
Or not really exactly how, but
I'm literally learning this for the first time. Are you serious? That's how Sega died? What did they do?
Not exactly, but it is like a portion of it.
Like what happened?
They were just stupid, like on decisions. Really, like they made the decision to immediately release a new console without building up any hype and anything at all. And yeah, that console did not sell well. It did not.
Eminem did that with his, not his last album, but his 2019 album. He just released it without telling anybody. It became number one somewhere, I think. But it was huge. So I don't think music and games work the same. Or game consoles at least. But this is a whole console though. Like how do you not you don't tell anybody? Like you have developers that are making games. They have to know about this shit.
Well, music and games are different because one of my favorite artists, 21 Savage, he released Savage Mode 2 recently, and he literally had no hype for it at all. No announcements or anything. It just dropped one day. It was actually like 2 days before my birthday, I think. And I remember listening to it, I was thinking, this is like one of his best albums ever made. So sometimes no hype does actually lead to good results, but most of the time it doesn't.
Well, here's the thing: is I am hyping up Spawn 6. I'm telling people about it. I made a meme about a week ago, like people driving like just a guy driving, and then in his rearview mirror, Spawn 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that meme would mean being an achievement to people.
When I get on, people ask me when Spawn 6, and I say soon, and I was like, "Is it confirmed? Do you know?" And I'm like, "Yes, I do." I know where it is. I know when it is gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen very soon.
Like seriously though.
Like seriously.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't. I guess hype up, you shouldn't hype it up. But at the same time, you should. I don't know how I'm going with this.
I'm riding the thin line, man. I'm just kind of dropping little things here and there, right? Every couple of days I might mention it. Someone will ask me about it, be like, "Yep, this is it." I'm not saying who's ready for Spawn 6. That's not going on, It's gonna happen though. And I like this. Yeah. I like it because I'm preparing people, because everyone knows that it's going to happen sooner or later, at least as far as I can tell. So that gives you a moment. And I'm not going to here's another thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to advertise the server for the first week of Spawn 6. That'll give the opportunity for, the constant players to build where they want to build and find their spots before the new guys come along and
yeah. I like that you're letting the older players actually have a chance to build before the newer players, because Spawn 5 was good, don't get me wrong, but it's a little crowded right now.
A little bit, man, but that here's the thing is, in a couple, not couple years, but in some time from now, we're going to go back to Spawn 5 and think, God damn, this was a good time. And no matter what, you can, right now, there isn't much at Spawn 3 that I can find that would surprise me. I kind of know about pretty much everything in Spawn 3. Spawn 5, if I just go through it and look at stuff, I will always find something new. Like, holy shit, I didn't see this here. Like, what was there was that I found what was under Rosebud's house. Not under, but over to the side, that little domain area. God.
Sure.
Yeah, but there was a huge area that this dude built into. He probably put hours into this. And I saw it for the first time. I was like, geez, and how all these little pathways, corridors.
Otter's Cove. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Otter's Cove.
Yeah.
Exactly that. Here's another thing, dude. This was crazy. There was a Minecraft username by the name of Hagen, right? So there is something you can get called MC Leaks that allows you to log on to the server, or log on to wherever you want with a different username. So you can log on to Minecraft just using a different username if you want to, and you can get that off of the website MC Leaks. And it'll give you an API key and a random username, that they have. Turns out, so I log on to, Trimbo on this random account. This random account that I logged into already had time on this server. They built a house around Otter's Cove, and I spawned in this dude's house, and I left a note. I was like, about telling him my situation like this. I found your, because maybe they still have the API key, and I was just using it. That's crazy, because I'm sure MC Leaks is used, pretty everywhere, and there's thousands of Minecraft servers.
Millions.
Yeah. Like, why is mine so, why were you on mine?
You, with the advertising and stuff, you've made it more popular for everybody. So that's a big reason.
I'm kind of feeling like I'm going into not a higher tier of servers, but I'm not at the bottom anymore at all.
No, you're not.
I wouldn't consider myself even in the first couple. If there was if there tiers of servers, being the top being like Hypixel or whatever those big ass servers are, and at the bottom just being like your neighbor starting a server in his garage, or your 5-year-old neighbor starting a server on his PC. Yeah. I think I'm a few steps above that. I think I have an established player base. I have history. The server itself does regular backups. It has all these systems in it that make it a thing that took time. And the fact that we regularly advertise and we have a system that's here with everybody, the admins, mods, and inspectors, I think that kind of separates me a little bit from the lower tier servers. I don't know. Yowzers, you haven't said anything. You probably said 9 words on this podcast so far. 9 sentences. Let me hear you talk more, man. What are you doing? You okay? Just kind of looking around.
I don't know what the hell to say.
Are you distracted by what's behind base?
What's behind me? Oh, my kidney. God damn. I really do. I would love to get it to where when someone dies, this just drops on the ground.
2 kidneys.
I want to make a tracker for all motorcycle ink.
GV, you have to do that. You have to make that plugin. You have to make that plugin.
I don't know how to make plugins. I can teleport to people on death. That's the best you can do.
You don't know how to make plugins.
I'm gonna make a tracker for every motorcycle ink member, and whenever they die, the tracker goes offline, and I have to find them. Implants.
My God.
All you hear is it's engravings give you no tactical advantage whatsoever.
Wow.
Timmer, why the hell are you in this podcast? You're not.
He's not. He's literally no one can hear him.
No, I can hear him.
You can. 100%. He can. That's why I have VC 3000. And so the only people people can come in, hang out. And
no,
talk.
but I could hear him.
Yeah. Well, you can mute him if you want.
That's
sure. All your power.
I'll mute him. Okay, I mute him.
Yowzers, are you talking to your imaginary friend again?
Tell me about your imaginary
I
friend.
didn't mute you. Okay, my imaginary friend, right? Okay, so it kind of looks like a kidney, and I think he's right behind you, right
Jesus.
now.
Tell me about how you built the damn tower with KCal. How did that get started? Did you guys just talk and we're like, let's...
High tower?
No, not a high tower.
Oh, you're talking to user. Oh,
the obsidian.
Dude, we just... I don't know. We really loved the one shot. That's a game. Dude, we loved that game. And he was like,
Yeah, he kept saying that.
every
One
single
shot.
yeah.
Jesus. That
Like, he
literally
likes, like,
scarred Timmer for
the-
life. Like, he can't get on the
It
server.
scarred me. No, it literally scarred me. I didn't join server. I didn't join voice chats for like 2 days purely because of that.
Wasn't it the original before that? Like,
No, it was the mixture of both that made me want to fucking die.
God damn. Jeez. So you guys just kind of were like, all right, let's do this. And how long did it take you to mine all that? So you guys did that all in survival, right?
yeah,
Jesus. How long? That took you how long?
that took us like 2 weeks.
Fuck. Just make a giant penis looking. That was in the beginning of Spawn 5. That was one of the first
Yeah.
structures here. God.
We built that because we liked the game a lot.
I can confirm the first ever structure in Spawn 5 was the motorcycle's den. So
Oh,
I remember when
it
everyone
really
swarmed
was.
in.
yeah, everybody swarmed to my house and started putting shit down.
God. I remember you did. So you had your first podcast after you made that, right?
After like I think a day after I made Motorcycle's Den and moved things in there, you made a
Took
podcast.
down the damn
Yeah,
picture.
I'm putting these up.
Oh, yeah, you can't see him from my.
Yeah,
That works way better.
Yeah, see?
That looks.
Like, that's gaming. Like, see, that's gaming right there. This is me. That's not actually me, but this is me. And then this is the llama that I took a screenshot of
My
once.
God. You literally made such a impact on the server just from that. 100%. Like you were like I just posted a picture of a llama, and then you put what
I just cropped it.
no. I put a picture of a llama, and then it was just a llama. Like I googled llama, and then K-Cow put all that shit. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna fucking die. Fuck. And then you just cropped the face and said fuck.
No, I cropped it.
I know. You did that. That was amazing. And it works so well. Like the picture of like that llama, just fuck. It's amazing.
I don't know why everybody thought that my emote or my profile picture, I should say, was just somebody to praise. Like even before I joined or talked and everything, it was just, oh my God, this gaming guy, you know, he talked once in fucking general. Oh my God, let's yell at him and say, oh my God, like. No, before you even joined Yowzers, people kind of thought of me as a god for some reason, and like I only spoke to the chosen ones or some shit.
Yeah. God, I do remember that. That was early Spawn 3, late Spawn 2 that people were talking about you.
Yeah, and I didn't join until Spawn 4, the end of Spawn 4.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, that's funny.
There you go.
God, what do you guys remember about Spawn 4?
I remember it being really bad.
It was really bad. It was on a mountain. I died a lot.
Like, did you guys even try to play the game during this time? Like, or did you just know that Spawn 4 sucked?
I didn't try because I knew that there was Spawn 5 coming soon.
Yeah. God, man.
Yeah, same reason here.
Spawn 4, man. Well, the Spawn 4, personally, like I was in the middle of a tragedy in my life personally when that was going on, so I didn't have enough time to actually go on and advertise the server. I don't think I ever actually advertised the server during Spawn 4 at all.
And
that looks good right there.
This emo right here. This is this. I don't know how, but I made it like. For some reason, this emo is now associated with me now. The Markiplier one.
The Markiplier? That's interesting.
Yoy. You know, this is like my nickname. Like my nickname now. Even on Halo, it's
Yoy. Yeah, it was Yoy. We were playing through. It was Yoy above the head. You know, that's Yowzers.
Yoy.
It's like one
and
of those
Jackbox,
things.
it was also Yoy.
Yep.
Oh, we haven't done a Jackbox in so long.
I thought about that last night as I was going to bed. I was like, we haven't done Jackbox, and because I remember being away from like a computer, anything. Like I couldn't get on the server I didn't get on the Minecraft server for like a month or so, and like getting on my phone and watching you guys on the Discord playing Jackbox, and that was in like April or May. God, yeah, that was in April actually. So long ago.
The times have changed.
The times continue to change. You said that in the beginning, Yowzers. You were like, I wish I was there for the good times. Well, you were there for the good times, you know? And then Gaming said this yesterday. He's like, I don't really feel like we're in the good times anymore. Well, you might not be. But here's the thing I thought about today. That doesn't mean your good times are over. If you think like your time on Trimbo is done, that is entirely up to you. If you were like, well, I had fun on Trimbo, I'm leaving. All right, man. Well, I'm glad you did. But if you want to continue on Trimbo, we're still going. You know, it's not over. It's changing a lot. We're having a lot of new players. I think the culture itself that is Trimbo is changing a little bit. We haven't had a cultural change like this, having all these like older players leave and new players come like this ever. You know, it's weird. It's a big thing, you know. And so the server is going to change, and you know, I mean, we're still going to have good times. And the idea of Trimbo is still going to be there. But no matter what, the server's going to change, you know? Like the server right now is not the same as it was 3 months ago. And I guarantee that 3 or 4 months from now, the server's not going to be the same as it's going to be in the next couple of months, you know? Because it's just going to, everything changes, you know? In a year, the server could be completely different than it would be 6 months before that. The server is always changing. And like Ratchet said that once, she was like, the server's changing, the server's not the same as what it used to be. Well, it never will be. That's the thing about it. Like, if something stays the same, it gets goddamn boring. But maybe you don't like the thing that it's turning into. Maybe that's boring too. I don't know. Stick around. Maybe it won't be boring anymore.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, just in Timber and I have always been saying this in like our other server, like a new era of Trimbo started, I guess.
Another.
And we weren't a part of this era, I guess you could say.
Well, are you choosing to not be?
It's just there hasn't been much to do. There's been no Trimbo Tuesdays and Thursdays. There's been no like other events and stuff like that. It's just been.
Yeah. You have a lot of reasons to not really be on the server anymore. But let me ask you this. If we were still doing Trimbo Tuesdays and we were doing all those events, because with these podcasts, I plan on doing Trimbo Tuesdays again. 100%. With Spawn 6 coming around, I have to, you know. I have to start these events up again in order for me to keep my server going. Yeah, I haven't really been doing Trimbo Tuesdays. Well, a little bit had to do with the holidays, and we were playing Halo, and I wasn't doing that either, and I just wasn't really involved in it. Like, or I'll like say I was gonna do an event, and nobody would like want to say that they want to be involved, and so I'm just like, I'll do it. I'll go on that day, and I'm like, the event's going on, and no one really cares, so I just like, okay, you know. And at the end of the day, it really comes down to the fact that I just wasn't entertained by having those events anymore. But the thing is that doesn't matter, you know. I need to do them, and whether or not I'm entertained by them, yeah, maybe I won't be as entertained sometimes. Like, maybe I'll get bored by doing these events for, you know, every so often. And that's completely okay, I think. But, you know, I need to do them. And,
yeah.
But at the end of the day, like I said, I mean, are you bored with the server because we're not doing these events and stuff anymore? Or would you just get on during the events? And that's it. I'm asking you this. Yeah, like if I was still doing those events, would you be on the server only during those events, or would you play the Minecraft?
Well, like I said, there's nothing really for us to do. I've kind of gotten bored of Spawn 5, I guess.
Yeah, and that's completely fine.
like events, I'd still most likely be on, but just there's just nothing to do in Spawn 5. I built Hightower. I built the pollution factory. I built a tank.
Yeah.
I built recruitment centers. I invaded the Middle East. Like,
yeah,
that place doesn't exist. What are you talking about?
Yeah, sorry.
The
place is...
Did you wait? The Middle East is the desert that's south of Spawn 1 and 2, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that was supposed to be where Spawn 2 was, believe it or not. was at that desert. But I ended up going more east. Created Spawn
West.
2. West, yes.
Yeah, like I haven't had much to do because I built all the stuff that I want to build.
Yeah. Yeah, I know KCal kind of said that too. It's like, and it comes to the point where you're like, oh, I have nothing to do on the server, and you're bored, and it becomes a hassle to get on. You're almost, like, just like you're getting on, like it's like a job, That's
I wouldn't necessarily say it like that. It's just, I mean, like I had a goddamn arms race. There was a Cold War on this server. I won, obviously, because cool. But it's just
an
like
unpaid internship.
There's just no really anything exciting for me. I guess I'm gonna build a lot more in Spawn 6, obviously. But
well, I mean, like I said, dude, you don't you don't have to get on all the time. Like, and I told KCal this. It was like, if you're bored, that's okay. You can do it whatever you want. Just come by every so often and say, hey, like we still exist, and like see what's going on. That's okay. Don't pull a ratchet and like say I'm bored with the server, so I'm leaving, and then never come back.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily bored of the server. I'm just bored of Spawn 5, I guess.
No. Well, I can tell you this right now, man. If your Spawn 6 is going to have the same effect. You'll get on and you'll build what you need to build, and at the end of the day, once you have nothing to do, we're going to be in the same spot we are now.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Like I said, like all this, I think it's cool that you're a part of the server and you get on, you're involved, and when you don't want to be, you do what you want, but you're still here. That's what I like. I like to have people and communities that kind of stick around. Sometimes that doesn't happen,
Don't get me wrong. I truly do want to stick around on this server,
Yeah.
but like I said, there's nothing for me to do on Spawn 5.
Yeah. And I think
It's
that's
too crowded.
That's part of the natural cycle. Do you think I do anything? Like I don't do like I right now with me building up Spawn 6, it's probably the most creative I've been since I made Spawn 5. Like I'm having so much fun. Like I'm so hyped. Like I'm really into this right now.
Yeah.
And it's exciting.
I might build a submarine in Spawn 6 if there's an ocean nearby.
Yeah, you've had no input on anything at all. You've just kind of been. Tell me about.
What am I supposed to say?
Tell me about what you like. What did you tell me? I don't know. Where did you build in Spawn 5? Where's your base? Did you have one?
Yes.
You became an admin?
It's hidden.
How long was it before you became an admin? Before you became moderator on the server, actually, when you joined?
Like a month, I think.
Really? You were just a regular player for a while.
I don't.
I feel like
That's
here's what I think. I feel like you joined the server and immediately became a moderator because you were cool schnitz. Like I don't know why my brain just automatically goes to that. But then again, gaming
I did join the server and I got every single row on Discord.
Yeah.
One time.
That was kind of funny.
That was kind of funny. That was kind of funny.
That was kind of funny.
That was kind of funny.
I think it's funny how you both joined in the same week. How did you join? James, same day. What prompted you to go, I'm going to join the server? Like, what was the initial thing, gaming?
I was DMing KCal because I noticed you guys were in a voice chat together.
Yeah.
I was DMing KCal, and then you guys were talking about how you thought Yowzers was an alt account of Schnitz, and he was talking to himself. So they wanted the one and only gaming to join the voice chat for the first time and say something. So I did. I said like one thing. Nobody knew who I was, and I was muted. I was muted like almost the entire time.
God, I feel like I remember that. Was I there?
I remember.
Yes, you were. The day you joined the voice chat was the day you bought me Minecraft.
Oh yeah. that was when I was getting all that unemployment from the state of Texas. I was getting a ton of money from the state of Texas. I was just buying shit when Schnitz messaged me and he was just like, my headphones broke. I can't really talk on the server anymore. I was like, say no more. Send me your address. I'm not there anymore. Like I have to work for my money, and I'm not getting as much as I was when I was unemployed. It's so funny to think that I made more money sitting on my ass than I did being a productive member of society.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, is when people realized, including you, when people realized who I was, the gaming on the server, everybody kind of flipped shit.
We did.
Oh my god,
dude!
Like everybody was flipping the fuck out. They're just like, "Yo, gaming is here. He's here." And I just remember me saying very, very softly, "Hi," and then just muting myself immediately.
Hi. That's funny. God, dude.
That.
Yeah. Yeah, that must have been, man, if I was you, I'd feel pretty special because you were a legend on this server even before. Because I remember the gaming emote being on there and asking, "What did this come from?" to Keiko, and he's like, "Oh, that's our friend Gaming. He's on this server, but he's never actually joined." And I was like, "Well, get him to join." He was like, "He doesn't like his microphone. He doesn't have Minecraft." Like, yeah, whatever. Tell him to get over it. So you got over it and you came here and got Minecraft.
You bought me Minecraft.
There you go. Yeah.
I literally had no dollar. I had no Dodge in my account. So literally you had to get it for me.
Yowzers, what made you join? Well, it was Schnitz, right? Like what? Well, he was talking about that server before, right? He had to. Not really.
Oh, wait. The other server that I used to be in?
No, this one. I'm talking about because we already talked about this on our first podcast of how you joined. You knew Schnitz. He was talking about how he was an operator on the server, and you're like, well, maybe I'll join. What was the initial decision? Like, if you go back, what made you go, I want to open up Minecraft and give this a shot?
It's because at that time I didn't really have anyone to play at all. So I was like, oh, I guess I could join another group and then maybe play video games. And yeah. This is what happened. This goddamn monkey exists. Oh. I think he's muted.
Yeah, he is. I can't hear him.
Of course, he's playing Mario Kart.
Like in the background?
Are you playing it on your DS? Yo, swag.
Well, let me ask you this. So when you first started, what was your expectation for this server? What did you think was going to happen?
What do you mean?
What do you think? What were you expecting was your experience in the last 4 months what you expected when you got onto the server? Or did you even have any expectations? What were you looking for? Like, you probably just got on, like, I can't really expect you to have any expectations with Minecraft. It's just a game. Like,
in my experience, I wasn't really expecting me to go this far. I was kind of expecting me to join, start up something, and then eventually just leave and not come back. But that changed, I guess, because fucking Yoy over here.
That's not me, by the way.
Fucking funny and Yowzers, yeah. What?
Well,
that's not me.
How significant? How significant do you guys think that Trimbo has become to you?
Pretty significant, I guess. Like it's what made me play Minecraft on computer, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't expect to come this far. That's what I mean to say. I didn't expect to become an admin on this server.
Well, yeah, really. As soon as you joined, here's another thing is, when you guys joined, there wasn't really a lot of new players. We probably got, because at the time there was like Hayfish98, Crooklyn joined, Maria's Rocco, a few other players. McAwesome joined then, I think. Yeah. There wasn't that many people, and so the community was like our clique, but with new people, you know? And my whole thing was I wanted to introduce new people so we could have like our clique plus new people. But what's happening now is we're getting all these new people, and the old clique isn't on anymore. So what's eventually gonna happen is there's gonna be this whole new clique that's gonna take over Trimbo. And when you guys join every so often, you're probably gonna feel a little bit outcasted because this whole thing that used to be completely yours, that your whole group was basically involved with, isn't really going to be that anymore. And I'm afraid that's going to cause you to not want to be on the server entirely. And I don't want that to happen. And a way you can stop that is if you continue to be on every so often, because, and you are, you get on the Discord every couple of days or so and see what's going on. That's completely fine. So you'll be known as an older player or somebody that was there before, and so you'll have that, I think, straight up having that seniority, like, hey, I was here during Spawn 5 to the Spawn 6 people, is going to be like, oh, really? Oh, you knew KCal. Oh, you're part of that whole, and then they might ask you questions about what happened during Spawn 5 or whatever, and you'll be able to tell stories.
Back in my day, I used to
wait. Gaming and GV, can you look at me? Look at me. This is a good screenshot.
Oh my god. Wait. Who am I?
Hey, hold up. I'll put in pictures.
You've been looking at me this whole time. Yeah, this has been up there with Timmer.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm gonna put the screenshot that I have on.
Jesus Christ. Whatever.
POV. This is what happens when you join Spawn 5. Here, look at pictures. Look at pictures.
I have a feeling that no click will probably outshine us, I guess you could say.
Not necessarily. I don't think so. I don't think that'll ever happen. You guys, in my eyes, at least. Like, you guys are the first gen. This is, and when I say first gen, here's the thing: is everyone that's kind of a part of your clique that's leaving, that's not really on anymore, has been on for a while, since Spawn 2, Spawn 3ish, and was continuing to be active when the server kind of sucked during Spawn 4. So when that's people that live through Spawn 4 and then say that they quit playing on the server because of it's not as active anymore, or it just isn't as fun. That's bullshit, because you were around during Spawn 4. Maybe you're just not enjoying it anymore, dude. It's not doing the job. That's fine. It's okay to get burnt out, But we're still here. Come by and say hi every so often. That's all I'm asking. I'm not gonna dog. I mean, when you come on, I might say like, "Hey, where have you been, dude? What's going on?" And I might give you a little shit, but that's okay. I'm not gonna. Well, no, it's not, because then you feel guilty about coming on, and then it's like, oh, maybe I should, because then you feel guilty about not coming on more often, which you shouldn't.
Trust me, I don't care.
Cool. I don't want you to feel guilty, though. I don't want you to feel bad about not being here, But I do want you to still hang out, players that leave and never come back, kind of, it's like, it stings a little, because it's like, well, did this mean anything to you at all? Because I want Trimbo to be significant to you. When you get older and you're doing whatever and you go to, college or whatever, and, you're doing your other thing, when you think about Minecraft, I want you to think about the server. At least something like this comes to mind.
Yeah. Like, going back to that whole click thing, like I said, I don't think anybody's gonna outshine us purely because Yowzers and I have such high energy levels. Nobody will be able to outvolume.
You guys have energy, yeah, and I like picking up on that. Like, I saw that. What's up?
I want you to look at pictures in the Discord.
Okay. Pictures in Discord.
That
Wow,
basically
this is
represents
good.
Spawn 5.
Wow. This is good. I like these. These are good pictures. That one you posted, the top view, that's a really good picture.
What about the second one? The POV
Second one's good
one?
too. The second one's funny. It's me. That's meme material right there.
That's literally that's literally what it was when you joined Spawn 5 in the beginning.
What? How?
How?
Oh, because it's
Yes.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's funny.
let me...
But yeah, nobody will be able to outshine Yowzers, me, Monkey.
Well,
That's really the only survivor.
here's how I see it, man. As long as you stick around, your story on Trimbo is still being told. You know, your initial adventure with Trimbo, you know, your introduction, if you will, is done, I guess, maybe. And now you're just like, if you continue to get on, you know, whether you do or don't, you know, I feel like you'll still be around with Spawn 6. Like I said, your story is still being told, and if you stick around, I think you'll still have good times, and you'll still be a significant part of the server. And even if there's another click, hell, you can be a part of that just by showing up once or twice a week. Like, you'll still be mentioned as gaming, you know, and you'll come on and be crazy and do your thing, and then, hell, maybe other players might not like that or whatever, and maybe they'll quit and start their own server, and the cycle will continue. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think that'll happen.
I guess that's kind of what happened. When I was a mod, I kind of thought to myself, like, I'm actually kind of making an imprint on this server.
You are. Everyone does. But you specifically have this, like, a statue of yourself, like a you. Like, you, both you and Yowzers are people that are, like, when you say them, you know who like, you have a reputation here, if you will, an ideology. That's a thing, you know. You're not nobody here.
Oh, trust me, I know. I've literally made people on the server scared of me. Like, legitimately.
You're not the first.
Like, example A was earlier this week. Someone started talking shit to me for no reason, so I fucked with them.
Oh, yeah. I heard about this.
Oh, I literally imprinted saying, don't fuck with me, or this is what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. You know, this is what I'm talking about. You like, I heard about this story earlier today from I think Timmer told me, or KCal, somebody. Yeah. You have an impression, dude. You're a celebrity, if you will. Both of you are.
He said you'll feel the wrath of the motorcycle, and he fucked with me. He started calling me all kinds of names. I'm like, alright, gotta show you who's boss.
There's a lot of shit that happened on my server that I don't know that happens. It's crazy. Like, I'll hear about drama that happens, and I'm like, I didn't even know this existed at all. And then, I don't know. I think it makes me realize that that Trimbo is bigger than I even think it is, you know? Like, I don't know. So, let me ask you this. Where do you see the server going?
Well, it's obviously getting bigger, so I see it going in a positive way.
Do you? Do you think a lot of players are always better?
But we were kind of talking about this as well in private. You know how, like, we like the whole idea of it being a small community,
right?
But at the same time, we like seeing new players in bigger numbers.
So what's the small number? Like, what's the preferred number of players to have on consistently?
What we had, like, during the middle of Spawn 5, I guess. But I obviously know you got to run the server. You got to compensate for all the new players, all the players that are joining and playing on it, obviously. Because we're having, like, what, 15 people daily?
Yeah, average of 15. During the mid-Spawn 5, we had an average of 5 to 7 on. You know, and that was pretty consistent. Yeah. I don't know. Like, having more players,
but not. Well, it's still going in a good way for us, but I don't know how to explain it.
Do you like when you see that there's 15 players on? Do you think that's a good thing, or do you go, okay, that's? Well, is it though? Because having, like what you just said, having more players isn't necessarily. Because I agree with that. I don't think we should like if we consistently had 25 to 30 players on the server, I don't know how I'd feel about that. Like spawn would crowd up a lot more quickly. I legitimately, like I feel like, and there would be a lot more drama. I'd probably have to get more staff.
Yeah, I mean, you would definitely need more staff. And even then, you already have a lot of staff.
I have about 15 staff members above mod. Yeah, like there's no like, and it was kind of funny. Like I was talking to Aerosmith about this because he was on a server that had like 300 to 500 players at a time, 30 staff members. I have half of that and 20 to 25 players on at most.
That would be way too much for me.
But no, what he was saying was like when on that server with like 30 staff members, it was chaotic. Like they couldn't do anything. Like it was crazy.
He did say it was a faction server, and those are meant to be chaotic.
Yeah. Huh. Well, I mean, even then, you have to follow rules on a faction server, which we were talking about this too. The fact that I instilled, basically, land claiming. That allows for basically like embassies. So, like I said, gaming about the land claiming thing. If you claim land, that's yours. That's your own separate republic. That's basically your own server almost. Like
my own governed area.
Yeah. If I see players in there setting shit on fire, I don't have to do anything. I literally will let that happen. As soon as you get on though and see what happens, I'll tell you what happens. And if you're like, okay, so this player went over here and like they griefed my shit. If you come to me and say that and you report it to me and they're on my server still and they're outside of that, I guess technically they did commit a grief on the server. And on a federal level, I guess you could in a way take that up to a federal level and then I would handle it. But if you decide not to, no, because I don't know how this would work. It's basically your own embassy right now. If something happens, if somebody griefs on it, it's yours, and you do with them as you please. You're an admin, so you can do what you want.
Oh, I like to fuck with people. I like to make them really angry because
Yeah. There you go. I know.
Person literally like earlier this week. He was so pissed off at me, and it was so fucking funny.
Because they were on Hightower?
They were on Hightower without my permission, so I killed them, which is my rule.
Yeah.
And then he started fucking bitching and complaining at me.
He started talking shit?
He started talking so much shit. So I was like, alright, time to assert dominance.
Okay,
Flop my
buddy.
dick on the table, slam my cock on the table, and just started throwing hands.
Whoa!
Dude, I just started throwing hands.
Your giant cock on the table. I'll just say, this is what you're dealing with, buddy. Are you scared?
He kept saying, he's like, yo, you want to 1v1 me on 1.8? And I said, you see, you think you're the toughest kid around. And I just hit him with but this is my world, bitch.
This is my world, bitch.
I fucking banned him.
Yeah. Well, there you go. See, I think about that. It's like the land claim system really wouldn't work very well for like a member or something. Because if somebody comes and burns down their house and they claimed that land as theirs, I'm just going to say, like, well, sorry, dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
That's actually one of the reasons why I like to employ people into my company, sort of say.
So they can
Yeah.
like look over your shit when you're. I like that.
No. Also that, and also I look after them. So if there's something burned, I help them in return.
Wow. Okay, so they can claim like their house or whatever, but what's the
And
point
it's
of that?
protected under Motorcycle Inc.
Yeah.
And then with stuff with that, I fuck with them.
So I was talking to Aerosmith about this because this is kind of the start of almost, I don't know how to put it, like it's like a faction server almost, and faction servers can get extremely toxic. because you can steal shit from people. You know?
Yeah.
And if Yowzers starts a faction and you start a faction and Yowzers steals from you and you steal from Yowzers, you two are going to be talking so much shit to each other. That's going to cause so much problems.
No, but did a collaboration.
Yeah, too late. We're already
My point,
flat.
not even that. So I'm just using you two as an example. Like, it could be anybody. That would cause problems, you know? And my whole thing here is to stay away from conflict. Funny how I, you know, I know I did the debates and I did Spawn 4. That wasn't intentional, you know, but they just happened. That's why I was like, I'm never doing this again. Like, KK almost quit the server.
The only conflict that's really ever happened between factions, I guess you could say, was me and Crooklyn. And
see, that was playful. That was playful banter.
I didn't do much to him. He
No.
griefed my builds. I did nothing about it because I was feeling generous. And then he started attacking me, like, in-game, and I felt generous, so I didn't hit back. Because if I hit back, he would have fucking died. And I let him just do his thing. And then eventually it started getting a little bit out of hand with him, like I said, legitimately griefing my builds and stuff like that.
Ooh, see, that's not okay.
Yeah, and then I was like, yeah, see, that's not cool, man. So I started saying that to him, and that was 2 months ago. He hasn't joined back since.
Wow.
He straight up left because of that. It was
like a little turtle.
It was pretty much a cold war on Trimbo, and I won, I guess.
That's funny. I like that. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, no, I mean, I don't like the fact that he left, you know, but I think, I mean, I don't know if him leaving would completely, I don't know the context of everything that happened 100%, but, you know, like, having a playful little thing between another person until it becomes out of hand, I think that's okay, you know, because I put that, I had to make, so in December, we had, there was basically a conflict, a little issue I had between two operators. And both of them, you know, were angry about something that happened. So I had to instill that whole rule list, you know, and consequences that happen when you're an asshole. Because the issues that have happened in regards to that were problems like that were brought to my attention were problems that happened, that would definitely happened before. Basically, admin abuse, like the admins having the ability to do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Yowzers isn't even in this podcast anymore. He just kind of went off and did his own thing. Like,
well, I mean, I'm just. Well, what am I supposed to say? I mean, maybe.
So, and that's the thing about it. That's the thing about podcasts. It's a conversation. You know, you add to it.
I have to get into the conversation, but like I literally cannot. Oh, my MC again.
Your mind is like gone.
Oh no! Look what T said.
What happened?
T got her account hacked for Minecraft.
Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on. What?
I don't want to interrupt you. But I'm having
a wait, T, your Minecraft account got hacked?
Okay, T. This happened to me. I was not base player 94 at one point. T.
I'm already fixing it. I'm still gonna be sad about it. I'm not gonna get on the Minecraft server until I have it back.
Okay, let me explain to you. Let me talk here. I know exactly what you need to do because this happened to me before.
I'm trying. I don't know where this is. I have to find like this statement from when I bought Minecraft, so I can get the transaction ID.
Really? But I never did that. I just contacted them and said, "Hey, this was hacked." Like I literally talked to a person at Mojang.
There's no call.
No, I didn't call anybody. I emailed. There was a chat option. Like you could chat with Mojang, like in their contact thing. Just tell them what happened.
I don't know how.
I know that's so crazy. That's so sad and scary. Because you need to have.
I don't want to be vocab, and I want to be TU altertator.
Yes, you'll be fine. Just
wait. I have a short-term solution.
Just nickname yourself.
No. Demote OCAP, and then I'll rename the Executioner TU Altertator, and then whenever OCAP gets freed up again. But I'm gonna see if I can get this one fixed first.
Yeah, do that. Like I said, contact Mojang. They helped me out quickly. It was like 5 messages between both of us that got my.
I don't see that on website.
I don't know. I went onto their website. I went to contact, and I contacted someone through Mojang. It was through a chat option, and they immediately got my shit squared away.
Search up Mojang support. It says Minecraft help center. Help Minecraft.net.
Help.
Did you just say Mojang?
Mojang.
God.
Mojang,
yeah, I'd be panicking. I'd be panicking.
I am panicking. Like I've already cried once today, so I'm already ran out. But like,
you ran out of tears.
Out of tears, you only have 1 cry per day.
Yeah. It's been a bad day. I don't know how to do this. Oh my God,
you say you know how to do this, but yeah, you build like a computer and you could run good games. And you're pretending. I know that. I know your persona is like. I know your persona is literally saying, "Oh, I don't know how to do this. Oh, this is too complicated. All that kind of stuff." But you know this. You
Hold
do
your
know
shots,
about this
Yowzers.
stuff.
Hold your shots.
She's in despair right now. She's in despair right now. You can't really. Someone in despair, you can't really tell them that they're capable because they don't feel like they are. I think honestly, T. I mean, like with this situation, if the only thing you can do is contact Mojang.
I'm trying, but I can't find that chat thing, so I have to look through statements from 2011 from my bank account to find a stupid transaction ID.
Like I said, I don't even know.
2011. What the?
Damn it, gaming or GV.
What I do?
Yeah.
2011. Jesus Christ.
That's when I bought Minecraft.
You started.
That's
Damn it, GV.
That's what I want.
I'll literally just scroll up in Base's DMs with me.
Oh my God! Shut the fuck up, Navy Federal. I don't care.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I just want my Minecraft account. I'm
gonna pause the.
Once my Ubisoft account got hacked once.
We're back on. By the way.
My what else got hacked?
I have a story about being hacked. Actually, believe it or not, back in 2016, there was a TeamViewer had a breach. And I was working at a place called Computer Nerds at the time where I was just doing house calls. And somebody put in the emails, TeamViewer got breached. You know, keep that in mind on your next calls. Cool, whatever. I didn't think about it. I get home, right? And immediately I smoke weed, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go up. And like I smoked a lot of weed. Like I was like out of my mind. I sit down at my computer. And I see the message, thank you for using TeamViewer. And it's like, obviously someone was on my computer, right? I go through my transaction history. They went on to Blizzard and bought $900 worth of skins and sent it to some account. I can't remember. Contacted Blizzard, contacted PayPal, because they used my PayPal account to do all this. Contacted Blizzard and PayPal. PayPal immediately got rid of this, like stopped the situation. I got rid of TeamViewer altogether. Here's the thing: is TeamViewer denied anything ever happened to anybody, and I never saw anything on Reddit about it. But I heard that it was happening, just because like people reported someone else doing it. I should have recorded that situation and put it on Reddit because it was huge. $900 worth of shit. But everything got sorted out. What did you do, Yowzers, when you got hacked?
When I got hacked? I don't know. I just should have blocked them.
Wait, how did you get hacked?
Or I have no idea, but one time my PS4 account got hacked.
How was it hacked? Like someone else was using your account, or?
But someone in Arab hacked me. They literally hacked me.
Like, how did they hack you? Like, they used your account,
I have no idea.
How did they hack? No. Like, what way were they hacking you? Were they going on and changing your name? Were they going into your account and using it?
They used my account to go on Fortnite and bought skins and use that account as a Fortnite account. That's it. That's literally all they did. They wasted all my V-Bucks, dude. Do you know how? No, I'm not that mad. I don't really care that much. But they literally wasted everything I had on Fortnite, and they were just playing the game. And my friend remembered my name being some weird ass Arab name and everything, and I just got access back to the account by confirming that this is not me. And locking him outside the account, and he was trying to continue to get into the account for the he still tried. Like, calm down, dude. This is not your account. Earn your goddamn account, you goddamn. It was really annoying seeing those emails saying, "Oh, your account got they entered my account, but I had 2FA entered this time, and then now they couldn't, and they kept trying to enter, and I got so annoyed. And now I have my PS4 as a password that I don't even know. Actually,
that's bad.
No, I do. Actually, I do, but I don't remember exactly what it is. So yeah.
Write down every password you have. You fucking doorknob.
That's actually what I do.
I just know
hacked one.
Yeah.
Deadly Chris got his account hacked. He had it changed over to some other different name or something. I can't remember. Like I said, I had the same thing happen to me. My brother, he had an account named Terry88 that he had hacked. The funny thing is, though, is we didn't buy that account. I bought that account off of eBay for $8 in 2011. I bought a Minecraft account off of eBay for $8 in 2011. That happened. And they sent me the email and password. That was it.
Y'all hitting the lick with this new Minecraft account.
Dude. I remember back then people saying that they were gonna there was a game called Blockland that was kind of big. It was big in the late 2000s because it was basically you were just playing with Legos. It's 100% dead. So at one point it was Blockland or Roblox, and then it became whenever I Google Blockland, it was like, we'll trade Blockland account for Roblox account. Then I started saying, we'll trade Blockland account for Minecraft account. And then I Googled Minecraft, and it was this I saw these people building a roller coaster, and the view distance was at one chunk, so it was all foggy. I was like, and everything was all pixelated and shit, and he was falling. He went up to the top of this mountain, rode down his roller coaster down the mine carts, and I was like, this game looks shitty. Who would play this, Then later on, my friend, my dad's friend's kid was playing Minecraft, and I went up and
where's your brain?
He was what? What?
Huh? I asked Yowzers where's his brain.
No. Where's yours?
Keep going, base.
Yeah,
I don't have one. This is common knowledge.
No, I went over to his house, and he had Minecraft on, and I was telling him about Blockland, and I was like, no. Did he tell me first? So he was asking me what game. Yeah, he asked me what games I was playing, and I told him I was like, I'm playing this game called Blockland that I really like, and whatever. And he was like, have you heard of Minecraft? And I was like, I have, but I don't know about that game. And he was like, dude, it's pretty good. I was like, okay, whatever. And then I go over and he shows it to me, and he showed me his server that his friend had. He had 4 players on it, and he was showing me his house and his friend's house, and I was like, wait a second, what is this? And he's like, oh yeah, monsters come out at night. See that over there? That's a creeper. Stay away from him. Here's my backyard, and he was like, sometimes a giant hole just pop up out of nowhere. That was back when chunk errors were huge. Chunk errors, if you guys don't know, back in the day, whenever you had a chunk error, basically it was a chunk that wasn't loaded.
Yeah, I know what chunk error is. Have you ever been to the Farlands?
Yeah,
Base?
yeah. I went to the Farlands in 1.7. That was I joined Minecraft right when they got rid of the next update was when they got rid of the Farlands. Well, I never got to do it, and I did it in single player. And I just teleported over there just to see it. I heard about it, and I was just like, okay. And there was a simple command for you to go over there, and yeah. Actually, no. I had to put in a weird. No, I had to put in a weird command because there was no way for you to teleport in single player back in Minecraft in 1.7.3 beta. Huh. No, I don't think they should add. I mean, it was because of the it's how the world was rendered. And then 1.7.3 beta came out. They completely changed the way biomes were made. They changed the height limit. They added hunger. Before then, when you lost hearts, you just ate and got more hearts.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, and also each food piece like took. There was only one saw available for them. You couldn't like grab stacks of them.
Oh yeah, you couldn't do that either. I remember that, but that was okay. That because you didn't like hunger wasn't a thing. Like hunger regenerate like when you're full, it regenerates over time. Like I have always hated that. I think they should have stuck with just when you get hurt, eat food, get more hearts. It's so easy and simple. I don't know. Personally, it's just... But I remember, anyway, with my story with Minecraft, I went over to his house and he showed it to me, and I remember going home that night, playing Blockland, and it was probably 8 or 9 o'clock at night. I was like, I was working at Burger King at the time. I was 17. I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to download it. It was like $16 at the time, and I remember getting it, looking at the clock. It was like 9:30. And I looked back over, I started playing a little bit, right? Just for like a minute, probably 5 minutes passed. I looked back over the clock, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, what? At least in my mind, 5 minutes passed, I don't know. That's my experience with that.
I know how you feel about that. No, I know how you feel about that, because when I heard of Far Cry, I was like, I've never heard of that game. What's it called? And one of my friends at school was like, oh, you're basically this guy who gets like stranded on an island. You have to kill a bunch of pirates and stuff, and like
Do you know the
find your
definition of
friends.
insanity?
Yeah, Voss. It was Far Cry 3 that started me out, and I remember I was just like, oh, wow, I'll give it a try. And then me and my dad went to EB Games, or it's GameStop for you Americans.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, well, look at Far Cry 3. So we got Far Cry 3, we played it, and we both loved it instantly, immediately, dude. I have loved Far Cry so much that I've bought every single title. I have played every game.
That's beautiful.
Throughout it about 4 times each.
I
much I love Far Cry.
I think it's really good to have that. Like like having that experience where you're like, Jesus, this is amazing. Like, I mean, to this day, I have never played a game that even comes close to the experience I had when I first played Minecraft. There is nothing. Because I remember playing Minecraft for the first time. Everything being made out of voxels was brand new to me. I was never played a game before where you could break every single item on the server. The day-night cycle, brand new to me. The only game I ever played before that had a day-night cycle was Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. The monsters showing up at night randomly, that was brand new to me. This was like the definition of a sandbox game because it was so huge. It's so broad. And all these natural things happen. I don't know.
Yeah. It's the same thing with Far Cry, though. Like, I was so... Okay, you have to admit, for a game made in, like, what, 2010?
Yeah.
2009? The game still looks beautiful.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. I remember watching the... I think I was in high school. It was after the game came out. The trailer for it, the definition of insanity, that was awesome. When he's tied up and do you know the definition of insanity? And in the background, he's like someone's being thrown into the water with a cinder block, and he's all tied up. You're like, oh my god. It's beautiful because you know the situation. Like when you walk in, you know exactly what's going on. Like there's no confusion there. And that guy's just like ranting about. You do the same thing over and over and over again. Now I killed you once. I know I did. It's all water under the bridge now. So we'll just pretend this is the first time. And you go in and he tosses you into there and you go through all the shit. And then you go back and meet the guy again. And he goes, do you know the definition of insanity? Dude.
He's doing the same fucking thing.
I don't have to keep inventory. Leave me alone.
God.
See, that's crazy because the first time I heard that, the first guy who told me that, I was so crazy. I thought he was crazy. I shot him. Right in the head.
But then I started seeing it everywhere I went. People do the same fucking thing.
But then, the same fucking thing over and over and over again. And I was like, holy shit. I love that though. I remember when like you're stopping the privateer APC and you don't expect it, and then he just pauses. He's like, "Surprise, motherfucker!" and then just like knocks you out. And then
Oh,
catches
it's
you.
Timmer's podcast now. Hey.
I mean, like, this is just chaos. Like, I'm not even at my computer right now. I'm just walking around my room talking. That's what I was doing with Aerosmith yesterday. I was just like walking around my room talking to him.
So we're technically done with the podcast.
I mean, if we want to be. I mean, the podcast was like, this was kind of this podcast has been a lot more lenient than normal. I mean, you guys didn't really talk about it, but I didn't really ask that many.
Yeah,
good
well,
questions. I didn't know what to
I
ask.
expected so much, but yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
What are we gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about Schnitz. You know, we talked about him leaving. The rules that we put in. It's like there were questions I asked like that you could have added on to. You know, like I don't know. It doesn't really matter. We can continue. I mean, other podcasts will happen. I'm gonna be doing at least 2 a week from this point on. That I made a commitment to that. You know. And GV, I already have one for next week, which is Nymphadora. She's having one. Bingus is having her own podcast. So I was thinking about that. As I need to ask my quieter players if they want to do a podcast. You know, I feel like Ratchet would have been good. I don't know.
Oh, this is a sound.
I fucking hate you. I'm literally gonna kill you.
I liked you guys hosting events though. That was fun. We can still do that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys want to. Like 100%. There's nothing
Payday 2.
stopping you guys from when I do
16 players.
Oh, when I do Trimbo Tuesdays, you know, like you guys announcing that, you know, if we have an event at an arena or something, I think, you know, you guys can continue that if you're on the server. Like if I message you guys and I'm saying, hey, I'm having an event, I need you guys to, you know, announce things, you know, and just be the announcer guy. Would you be willing to do that? I mean, I don't know. Maybe later on down the road your opinion will change, but. You know, I'd like you guys to, and you guys, even, you know, gaming. You said this. You still want to continue being a part of the server, and as long as you want to be, you will be. There's nothing.
Hey, Base.
What?
Did you ever turn back on the podcast, like the recording?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
It's on right now. I'm looking at it.
we thought you wouldn't.
No, I started recording it like when after we kind of settled the T. I was okay. Let's hit the.
Yeah, because I have Far Cry conversation. I love Far Cry. I love Far Cry so much.
Sucks.
I went back.
Would it be better if I just said like I didn't tell anybody I was recording? We were just having a conversation.
Oh my god! A man just. I was just.
I don't know what just happened.
I don't know. I just keep getting killed.
All right.
What do you mean? That's like literally the first time you got killed.
Actually aiming for Monkey.
I was just looking at Gabe and he just got shot.
Ow.
Where is he?
Why did you
Is he still here?
also kill me, you loser?
There he is. Let's not do that. Okay. You know, initially it was just supposed to be gaming as the. I was just gonna do gaming, but this works too. Well, man, I don't know how long this has been. This is a longer. Well, this isn't longer,
it's been
but
like 2 hours already. I think.
We started around about an hour and a half ago, actually. So an hour and a half. I mean, my longest one was a little bit over 2 hours, and that was with
That's
Josh.
the length of a movie, dude.
Yeah. It's a conversation. That's all it is. And I like it, you know, but it just takes too much time, and you have to block out an entire hour where you can't pee, you can't leave, you just have to talk and record it. Anyway. Look, guys, it's fun. Yeah, gaming. If you, like I said, if you guys stick around, there's no reason why we can't do this again.
Hell yeah.
God damn it.
Why'd you
Yowzers.
break that? Dude, are you throwing?
You break the lantern. Now there's no light in here.
Yeah, now there's no more light in here.
It's dark.
I love Far Cry. One of my favorite game series like ever.
I'm scared of the dark.
Hell, even Far Cry 5 was good, and I was not expecting that to be good.
Anyway, yeah, that was fun. I'm gonna end this now then.